So, you've decided to put a plan or budget in place to manage your money, or you've totally given up on budgets as they do not work for you. Kudos to you for taking the first step towards achieving financial independence by thinking about budgets. As many make it sound, the process of budgeting is not complex. If you have the right guidance and resources, it's pretty straightforward. In this video, we're going to talk about top 10 quick tips for budgeting for beginners. So, if you are interested, just keep on watching. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. On this channel, we talk all about making money, saving money, and investing money on the road to financial freedom. So, if you are interested in learning more ways on how to save, make, and invest money, make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn your post notification bell on. That way, you'll be notified every single time we post a new video. Are you ready? Yeah, we think we are. Let's go. Budgeting tip number 1. Determine your own financial objectives. The majority of people who create a budget do so in order to get more done with their money. This usually entails reaching long-term financial objectives like saving for retirement, building an emergency fund, buying a house, purchasing a new vehicle in cash, paying off debt, saving for college, saving for a vacation or other big purchases. When you select goals, you may plan your budget around them by determining how much money you will need to achieve each one. Setting goals has been proved in numerous research to boost motivation and accomplishment. To be effective, your objective should include the following. Be specific. Instead of save for a house, your goal should be save $100,000 for a down payment. Include deadlines. When do you want to buy that house or purchase a new car or retire or send your kids to college? Set a target date by which you will need to achieve your goal. Setting goals is the single most crucial part of making a budget. If you don't use your budget to make sure you are working towards your goals, all you are doing is shifting spending and you'll still have nothing to show for your money in the end. Budgeting tip number 2. Do a deep dive into current spending habits. Before you can create a realistic budget, you must first understand your current spending habits. If your budget isn't realistic, it's just a wish list. You won't know if your budget is realistic until you know where your money is going right now. To get a clear picture of your spending, most experts recommend tracking it for about 30 days. There are several methods for tracking spending. Enter your expenses into a notebook or spreadsheet. Whenever you make a purchase, write it down or enter it into a spreadsheet. This is the most hands-on method, but it is time-consuming and you may forget expenditures if they are not entered immediately. It is beneficial to keep your receipts. Make use of an app. By linking your credit cards and bank accounts, apps like Mint, DollarBird and Pocket Guard make it simple to track your spending. To obtain an accurate assessment, connect all accounts and ensure that each purchase is properly labeled. Use your statements. Credit card and bank statements can help you track your spending, but this method is less likely to produce detailed results because you may forget what a particular transaction was for. Still, if you want to get started on your budget right away, reviewing a month or two of old statements will provide you with a big picture to use as a jumping off point. Budgeting tip number 3. Keeping track of paychecks. Budgeting is divided into 2 parts: establishing your income and determining your expenses. So, the first step is to sum up all of your sources of income and figure out how much money you have to go around each month. This will include your day jobs, any side jobs you take on, and any passive income sources you have. Budgeting tip number 4. Choose the right budgeting method. It's critical to choose a budgeting method that works for you and your family. Do not select a budgeting approach based on its popularity. Personally, I like this budgeting suggestion. Budgeting can be divided into 4 categories. The simplest straightforward budgeting strategy is the 50/30/20 budget. The goal is to divide your cost into 3 categories: 50% for all your essentials, 30% for discretionary, and 20% for debt repayment and savings. A zero-based budget is one of the most popular budgeting approaches. Your monthly budget should be nil if you use this strategy. That is, each anticipated expense is assigned to a category and budgeted accordingly. This decreases the margin for error. Envelope budget. This method is similar to the zero-based budget, but it only works with cash. You put money in envelopes for your monthly expenses. If you set aside $600 for groceries, for example, you put $600 cash in an envelope that you solely use for grocery shopping. Pay yourself first budget. With this strategy, you set aside a percentage or amount of your income to pay yourself first. This guarantees that you will have some money saved at the end of the month. The zero-based budget method is ideal for budgeting to pay off debt, save money, or invest and grow your money. Why? Because it is a comprehensive method that not only provides valuable insights into your spending habits, but also aligns your money with your long-term financial goals. Budgeting tip number 5. Incorporate sinking funds. You may discover that you have upcoming non-events that will cost money as a result of this exercise. Christmas shopping, birthdays, and even bills like life insurance or car maintenance fall into this category. It can be beneficial to plan ahead for these non-monthly larger expenses and divide the cost into monthly payments. A sinking fund is another term for these. Budgeting tip number 6. Remove temptations. Another budgeting tip is to get rid of credit cards if you don't need them. This will keep you from going into debt or going into more debt than you can handle. Allow for fun money in your budgets so that you can still have fun. This will help you avoid wanting a big blowout and keep you on track with your budgeting goals. Make sure your emergency fund is in a separate bank so you aren't tempted to dip into it. This is critical because it will keep you from spending this pot of money on things it was not intended for. It is also critical to keep the emergency fund for emergencies. Budgeting tip number 7. Get granular with the details. Budgets fail for a variety of reasons, one of which is that they were never designed to succeed in the first place. Assume you are driving to a destination and all your GPS or Google Maps show you is the route, distance, and time it takes. Would that be beneficial? No, not at all. Details such as alternate route options, fastest route, gas stations, rest areas, toll road, and so on are critical in your journey. Similarly, if you can break down your income and expenses into small subcategories, you are laying the groundwork for your budgeting process to aid you in your quest for financial independence. Budgeting tip number 8. Automate responsibly. Technology can assist in alleviating the tedious aspects of budgeting and avoiding setbacks. So why not delegate some of the work to it? Set up automatic transfers to pay bills or save money without having to think about it, and use budget apps to keep track of your spending. Maintain vigilance over everything you automate. You may discover that you are paying for monthly subscriptions that are no longer useful to you. If you have 3 streaming music subscriptions, maybe one is enough. Budgeting tip number 9. Revisit your budget monthly. Some expenses such as holiday gifts or vehicle registration fees vary from month to month or appear infrequently. Income can also fluctuate. Maybe you made a little more money from your dog walking job this month than you did last month. Checking in on your budget at least once a month allows you to deal with the changes in timely manner. If you are working from a family budget, a check-in also allows you to talk about money with your partner. You may decide to check in more frequently depending on your style and method of choice. That's fine too. Budgeting tip number 10. Schedule a household meeting. You don't have to worry about convincing anyone else to join you if you are single. Budgeting, on the other hand, is a collaborative effort if you have a life partner. According to a SunTrust Bank survey, Money is a leading cause of relationship stress for 35% of couples. If you and your spouse aren't on the same page, your budgeting efforts may be thwarted when your spouse goes shopping or buys Super Bowl tickets, which is bound to cause friction. Even if you keep separate finances, it's important to have a State of the Union meeting so your partner understands why your spending habits may change and how he or she can support your efforts. We take pride in the quality of our audience and your desire to actively improve your finances, so we want you to join the conversation. Your turn. Which one was your favorite? Did I miss any? Leave a comment below. Now, for those of you still watching, you are a true money finder. Of course, there is a bonus waiting. Focus on your priorities. One of the most common issues people face when trying to stick to a budget is a lack of defined priorities. The desire to buy what you want when you want it can easily derail your budget. However, having a clear purpose driving your spending decisions will help you determine which expenses are worthwhile and which you can ruthlessly cut. Knowing what you value makes it much easier to stick to a budget. Determine your spending priorities and how they are reflected in your spending. You will soon notice that you are not making the same impulse purchases that used to bother you. To learn more about top 10 amazing ways to budget your money and still enjoy life, click into this video right here. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.